Good evening, good evening, good evening, all. I just wanted to get up here because we weren't on here Tuesday and do our Black History Day. It was Did You Know in Black History with your girl Yo Yo. All right, so this segment is just about Black history. People recap of um the black excuse me y'all, that's nasty, the Black history that we did last year and some of what we're going to do for this year. That is all we're doing for right now because I want to bring forth Black history to the masses, things that Black people have contributed to all in our society. I don't know what just happened to my lighting. Anyway, here we go. Okay, last year I talked about an African American that impacted our country, Mamie Phipps Clark, PhD. She, along with her husband, became the first African Americans to obtain a doctorate degree in psychology. Why am I not using my glasses? Y'all forgive me. Dr. Phipps Clark founded National Center for Development for Child Development in February 1946. The center provided therapy for children in Harlem. Okay, and then we're going to do in December 1944, Harriet Pickens and Francine Wallace became the first African American WAVES, women accepted for volunteer emergency service officers. These two outstanding women graduated from the Naval Reserve Midshipman School at Northampton. Ain't that wonderful? Let me tell you something. Black people have contributed so much to this country. And then we have Marie Van Brenton Brown, a nurse who worked a lot along with her husband. She invented, along with her husband, the home security systems. So the system that you have up here in your home that you secure it, this is contributed to her. The reason they invented the security system was because they lived in a tough neighborhood. They had a lot of break-ins. And in 1966, they received a patent for the home security system. Just imagine if they wouldn't have come up with this. Would we have a security system? Would it be as good as what they did? Let's think about that. Even with Dr. Phipps Clark, this man, this woman, she became the first African American to get a PhD. That is amazing. All right. So now let's go with Garrett Morgan Sr. Was an inventor of 3-position traffic light, the traffic lights we have today, red, yellow, and green. He got a patent in 1922. Garrett also invented the gas hood. As long as anybody that's in the military that had to go through the gas chamber, your hood, he invented it. So that was patent in 1914. Can you say Black people rock? I can, and be happy about it, honey. And happy to say that African Americans in this country and abroad rock. Then you have Dr. Patricia Ezra Bath, born 1942. She was a ophthalmologist, inventor, and humanitarian. Dr. Bath invented the laserplasty probe. The probe uses systems as laser suction and irrigation to remove the affected lens in your eyes and replace it with artificial lenses that will not distort over time. Dr. Bath became the first woman, African American woman, member of the Jules Stein Eye Institute. She became the first African American woman doctor to receive a patent for medical purposes. This woman created the laser surgery that is so prominent today to correct vision in your eyes. Need I say more? All right, then. Sarah Boone was born into slavery, was one of the first African American women to receive a patent. The original ironing board was a wooden block But with Boone's 1892 addition to the board, featured a narrow and curved design, making it much easier to iron clothes. Now, granted, it was an ironing board out before. However, she made it to where it's like that little triangle in the front and broaden out. You know how it's easier that way. We put our shirts on, we get that little trunk and put it up there for us to iron our clothes. She did that. She did that. An African American woman, a Black woman. Alice H. Parker, born 1895 in New Jersey, graduated from Howard University. I can't talk today. Howard University in 1910. Mrs. Parker is known for her patent for the gas furnace. Heating up our houses, y'all. Heating up our houses. That the design that Parker created independently controlled burning units that drew in cold air and conveyed the heat through a heat exchanger. This air was fed into individual ducts to control the amount of heat in different areas. She received her patent for this in 1919. Did I just turn red? What? I don't know what's going on with this light, y'all. Please forgive me. All right. So the heat that we got circulating in our homes, or she was able to put something together because I guess it was cold where she lived in New Jersey, and she got tired of freezing. So she made this furnace up to where it can circulate heat. It took the cold air in and then produced hot air out to create heat. I'm telling you, we rock it. We rock it a lot. Now, Lonnie Johnson, I think we all know who he is, a former Air Force and NASA engineer. Johnson invented what we know today as the Super Soaker water gun. Who doesn't love a water gun? I know, let me tell y'all something. My girls and I and some friends, we had a water fight. We had the Super Soaker, we had the Nerd guns, which he invented also. And we were outside and in the house. We got water in the house too, because people was running in the house. People was running. It was like the best thing for us. It was just a time to have fun and enjoy each other. And just to think that a Black man, an African American man, came up with this invention of the Super Soaker. That's amazing to me. And Otis Frank Boykin. The pacemaker that a lot of our elderly men and women have, or some of our young people who have difficulty with their hearts, the pacemaker was invented by Otis Frank Boykin. Boykin also invented the electrical resistor used in computing and missile guidance. Boykin is responsible for 26 patents in the U.S. Y'all, this is just a few of the people that contributed to America that are Black history. These people right here are Black history. We are making Black history every single day. For instance, President Barack Obama, the first Black president of the United States. Kamala Harris, the first Black woman vice president. We are taking things to another level. Black history is American history. Do not ever allow anyone to take your history. If you are a person of color, if you are even a white person that wants to know about the history of America, Black history is American history. Told you I wasn't going to keep you all long. I just wanted to recap on some things that we did not do last Tuesday. I had a whole nother list, but I was just coming on here to show you all that I was still in it for Let's Grow with Yo-Yo. We still going to be growing together, but I needed to go over these things for some of our young people who didn't know that Black people are historic for making things, for getting patents for our country, right? Now let's not. forget. I'm gonna bring this up. I went and saw The Woman King. When I tell you that movie was excellent, a lot of emotions. My daughters and I went to go see it. It was a lot of emotions in it. And it talks about the Dahomey tribe. And in this tribe, they had men soldiers and women soldiers. The Dahomey people sold Africans to Europeans. And they covered all that in the movie. All of that was in the movie. However, the king at that time was trying to find other ways instead of selling his people into slavery. Now, the character of I can't even pronounce the name. The characters that was in Nawe and the other character, Nawi, I think that's how to pronounce the little girl's name, and Viola Davis' character were not real. However, it depicted the country and how they contributed to the palm oil that was being sold over there, and about them selling African people. It's a great movie. I suggest everyone go see it to get into your Black history, to understand some of it, because it was a very good, the emotions in it, to see our people, it was really good. It was tremendous, and I recommend everybody going to see it. Well, that is it. That is your girl, Yo-Yo. I am going to go finish taking care of my father. I just wanted to get on here today and bring you the Did You Know in Black History. Couple of things that we recapped from the previous year, bringing it on over so we can know our history. And I love doing these segments because not only do I get to refresh myself, but I'm also teaching my daughters about Black history, or some other people who didn't know about African American Blacks contributing to America. Because again, Black history is American history, and Black all by itself is luxury. Y'all have a blessed day. Happy Sunday. Love you all. Smooches.